Hey guys, it is me, Nesha, and I am coming to you with another sickle cell vlog. Another serious one, spicy to share. I'm in a recording mood, so while I had a list of videos that I want to do, so I'm just going to push them out. So this video is my tips on what to do when you're having a sickle cell crisis. Everybody has their own tips and tricks that they do, and a lot of them are the same. Again, I'm doing these because maybe my tips can help somebody else, or can help somebody who just found out they have sickle cell, somebody who has just found out their child has sickle cell, or dating someone that has sickle cell. I mean, somebody who's just looking for the information. I'm just providing you with what I do when I'm in a sickle cell crisis. I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you this is what you're supposed to do. This is what I do. This is what helps me. I'm just telling you that you have to do this. If you do some of these things, you're doing it at your own risk. All that type of stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, okay. And it's not really long. So, of course, you should do this even when you're not in a crisis. But it's even more important when you're in a crisis. Drink lots of fluids. Especially water. Drink water. My water bottle, always drinking water. Gatorade helps you as well for hydration. Drinking juice and stuff like that. I don't really drink juice like that. I'll prefer to drink water, and sometimes I'll drink a little juice, but most of the time I try to make sure I always drink water, and if I'm not drinking water, I drink Gatorade. Actually, when I'm in a crisis, I only drink water and Gatorade. Take your pain meds, of course, and take all your other medicines, but definitely take your pain meds. Do not miss a dose until you know the pain is down or the crisis is done. I actually stagger my pain medicines. This is what my mom has done with me since I was a kid, and this is what my doctor also recommends. If you can go and check my medication video and see the type of medicines that I take. But what I would do, if I'm having like a crisis that's not my worst crisis, I'll take my middle medicine, and my middle medicine is Norco, which is basically like some people have Loratab or Vicodin. That's what Norco is like. It is a mixture of hydrocodone and acetaminophen, which is basically Tylenol. So I will take my Norco, and then 2 hours later I'll take my Tramadol. And then if my crisis is bad, I'm taking the Norco every 4 hours. So I'll take my Norco, and then 2 hours I'll take my Tramadol, and then another 2 hours it'll be time for me to take my Norco. Then another 2 hours it'll be time for me to take my Tramadol. When the pain is really bad, I stagger the medicines like that. And even when I'm in the hospital and I'm having a crisis, my doctor staggers my medicine like that, except she staggers it with something a little bit stronger. She'll stagger it with my Dilaudid and with Norco, and sometimes if it's really bad, I'll be taking the Dilaudid, the Norco, and Toradol. And we all know the Toradol really does nothing for us sickle cell patients at all. But that's what she does. I also will use a heating pad. Whatever part of my body is hurting, I will put a heating pad on that part of my body. If my whole body is hurting, I have a heating blanket, and I will turn my blanket on and use that. I will also take a shower or a bath, and I know this is really, really hard because sometimes we can't stand or we can't walk when we're in a crisis, but if you have somebody that can walk you or carry you to the bathroom, because my husband has to do that for me sometimes, he'll make me a bath and I will soak in the bath. Or in our shower, we have a, like the seat that's kind of made in the shower. We have that. I'll sit in the shower and just let the hot water hit me. If you do not have a seat in your shower, you can go to Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, any pharmacy, and they sell like those shower chairs that sit in the shower, and you can sit in there and just let the water hit your body. If you're going to take a bath, get some Epsom salt and pour that in the bath, and it helps with soreness and aches and stuff like that, and just soak in the bath. Ignore my retarded dog. Also, muscle rub. I said this in another video. I put that on the sore and achy parts. It won't help with the so-called sickle cell, with the exact sickle cell pain, but it will help with the soreness that you get from the sickle cell pain. When you're in a crisis, try to keep your stress levels down as much as possible, because getting to even any emotion, too happy, too sad, too excited, too mad, can just spike things, and your pain will be elevated, and it's horrible. Trust me. Don't do it. Try to avoid any stress, any big ball of emotions. Try to avoid that while you're in a crisis, because it's just gonna make things worse. Have someone like, you know, your husband or your kids or your niece to rub or massage your sore areas. One, it helps. Sometimes it will hurt when they're rubbing it because the area is sore, but it will help it not be sore, so much sore later. And if the blood, those sickle cells are kind of stuck together, being sticky and stuck together, with them rubbing and massaging it, it can help the blood flow. It'll just help your blood flow a lot better. So just have them, and they don't have to be a masseuse. I mean, just like a slight, see if I can show you, a slight rub, like so. And if you have to do it yourself, if you have the energy, just go all the way up and go all the way down. Do it on your arms, and do it on the other arm, and do it on your leg. And if you can't, whatever part of your back you can reach, if it's hurting, do that same thing. Try to eat. I know sometimes when I don't feel good, I don't have appetite and I don't want to eat, but try to eat. I even try to just have like some berries or something around the house, and I'll just try to throw a few berries down, or some yogurt or something like that. But it's really important that when you're taking all those medications that you try to put something on your stomach. And it's just important that you eat, period, and feed your body, and try to eat as healthy as possible if you can. Another thing, try to rest and sleep if possible, because I know sometimes I'm in so much pain that I cannot get a lick of sleep. Like, I can't get any sleep at all. And sometimes I'm in so much pain that my body just shuts down and I'm asleep for like 2 days. So it just depends on my body at the time and that crisis. If it gets really bad, obviously make an appointment with your doctor, and my doctor's office has where you can go in and get IV treatments. They don't have where you can get pain meds in the office, but I can go in and get IV fluids. So if my crisis is bad where at home I'm having to take some of my stronger meds, I'll go and try to get IV fluids in the office. If that does not help, or I feel like it's a step above that, I'll let my doctor know. She'll send me to the infusion center, and the infusion center can give you pain meds and IV fluids. If the infusion center doesn't have an appointment, then she can admit me into the hospital for outpatient for just a couple hours, and they'll do the same thing as the infusion center. Give me some pain meds and some IV fluids for a couple hours, but let me go home. If I can't do that, just like the hospital doesn't have a bed or something like that, or my doctor's not available, or it's the weekend, then I go to the ER and I'll do the same thing there. Get fluids, get pain medicine, and go home. Like, the overall, the ending that I want is to be home with my family, in my bed with my husband, if I can. If my pain is that bad, he doesn't want me home in pain like that, because he knows there's nothing that he can do for me. I don't want to be home in pain like that. My kids don't want to see me like that. So if I have to stay in the hospital, I will. But I try to just get the fluids and the pain medicine and go home. Unless if I'm there and it's still not feeling any better, even with the pain medicine, then I say, hey, not feeling any better, I think I need to be admitted. And my doctor is pretty good. If I tell her that I need to be admitted, my pain is that bad, she listens to me. But those are all of my tips. I can't really think of anything else. Sometimes I'll try to do a little walking if the pain isn't that bad, because that helps sometimes, and sometimes it makes it worse. Like I said, every person is different and every crisis is different. What worked in the crisis that I had last week may not work in the crisis that I have next week. Like, it just depends, and you just have to, like I always say, listen to your body, because it'll tell you what you need. But maybe some of those tips can help you. Leave me some of the things that you do when you're in a crisis, and maybe they can help me. We can switch and just help each other out. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook and Instagram. On Facebook, you can like my page, which is Nesha's's Life with Sickle Cell, or send me a friend request on it's Nesha Latiker, or check me out on Instagram, which is Nesha0349. And again, my niece will be making me a Twitter account soon. I'll let you know what that is. But that's it, guys. I will talk to you in the next video. It is 11:38. It's late. I want some chocolate cake, and I still got a little bit left for my birthday, so I'm about to go get that. But that's it. See you in the next vlog. Bye, guys.